tonight is a Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter whose new album, Chemistry, is available now. You also know her as the host of The Kelly Clarkson Show, which airs weekdays. Check your local listings for times. Please welcome back to the show our friend and now neighbor, Kelly Clarkson, everybody. Welcome back.
God, I love your show. Do you know that you all look like Smurfs on the TV back there? Like everything is blue.
Everything is blue?
You're all blue.
Oh
back
my
there in
God.
the TV.
In the dressing room?
No, right before you enter the
I
stage.
see, yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh.
I've never seen myself on that, because when I'm back there,
Well,
I'm
you're
not
here.
on the screen.
Yeah. It would
I've
be
tried to
tough.
run back and
It would
forth.
be
Yeah.
tough.
How are you?
While inebriated.
You are new to the building. This is
I
your
am.
first week of shows here.
I know.
Today was your first episode.
You have been to my show.
I was on your first
you were on my
episode.
first
What an
episode.
honor.
What an honor it was to have you. You know I love you. So it was an honor to have you.
How do you like it so far, being in 30 Rock?
I love it. I didn't really realize the underground vibe. Like, there's so many restaurants and coffee. There's like a whole world.
Yeah.
Like underneath. Like I didn't know.
Wait until Christmas. There's a giant tree outside that's gonna blow your mind.
I knew that one.
And you've never lived here before, and this is your first time living
My
here.
first time living here, and I love it.
I think this is the perfect time of year to move to New York City.
I agree. Like, especially for me personally, like it helped that my kids were like 100% into it.
Oh,
So
that's
you have
good.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's helpful. When they're happy, I'm happy. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And how do they like it so far?
They love it.
Are they
love
excited for their first Halloween in New York City?
They are, but actually the thing they just got excited about, they've been to a show before, but not since we've lived here, and it was a long time ago, so they saw Lion King the other night. And then I saw Lion King 3 times yesterday, because they reenacted the entire thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what, I'm gonna do it over, I can do better. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna start fresh, aren't we? Like, again, like, it's okay.
Like, we're gonna go get our big puppets.
Okay.
My wife took our 7-year-old to Lion King.
Yeah.
And he loved it, but then they got in a cab to go back downtown, and he has a very early bedtime. His
Oh, so
whole
do my
life.
kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so his thing was he hadn't
That's so we
seen-
have a life.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
When people are like, my kids go to bed at 9:30, I'm like, and now why don't you poison yourself?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
How do you make your life happy?
I will totally lie about actually the time if I'm tired and be like, bedtime, unless it's, or my daughter's like, are you sure? I'm like, totally sure, shut the blinds, it's fine.
This summer, I'd be like, it's nighttime, and they pull the blinds back, and it would be like the sun would like blast in.
Yeah, it's just weird.
But when she brought my son home from Lion King, he'd never seen Times Square at night. And so he saw Lion King, but then he got home, I'm like, how was it? He's like, you can't believe where we live. He's like, you have no idea what's happening just on a light level in the city. And
that was
like,
my kids, actually. That was probably the first time that they've been to Times Square, like at nighttime. Yeah.
It's really awesome.
It is. It's really
when
magical.
When your kids realize what New York City is, it's very good.
And it keeps you busy. There's so many things to do all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And now, you obviously have hosted this show in LA, and I imagine you're in a new studio. It's a little bit different, but it must also feel like riding a bike to some degree now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like from the very first, I like talking, if you haven't noticed. So that part's very easy to me. I think the difference for this season is I really needed that fresh start, like on a personal note, it's a rough few years. And I just needed it, so I don't know that I've done this show like this kind of happy before. So.
That's wonderful to hear.
So
it comes across.
It is,
Also, I want to give a shout out. You had a very novel idea for your first show. I was there, and the entire audience was doormen.
Yes,
New York City doormen. And doorwomen. And what gave you that idea? Why did you want to honor our doormen and women?
Well, we're meshing our crew now, right? Because we have some from LA, some from New York. And like, I think a lot of us, we just got here and we're like, wow, these are like essential people in your life that you don't realize you see like more than your family. And we were like, yeah, let's do this. You know, a producer came up with the idea, and then it was just so magical. Everybody, you don't realize, like you were talking about on my show, like how your kids grow up with these people. Like you're always passing, and they're so helpful. Like it's like a part of your life every day. So.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
You had a leg up on decorating your dressing rooms.
I do. Well, I'm the Wayfair lady as well, so
yes, you got that going for you.
I've got that going for me. No, but I did actually, it's awesome because anytime we do decorate somewhere, I'm like, I always pull my discount card. I'm like, because I have a new collection because I love Montana so much. So, and I actually really love the like chic kind of ranch vibe. Like that's my thing. So we came up with a whole new thing. So you might see that backstage at my
You also talked briefly at your show beforehand that you're into fantasy football this year, first year.
Oh my God. How did you do this past weekend? Did you?
I Monday night decides it. So when this airs, I will know how it went, but it doesn't look good.
It was not great for me.
But you also, I said, oh, that's so exciting you're doing it. Who was your first pick? And you said a name that made me think you're bad at it.
Here's the reason why. Okay, now I'm into it. Now I know the players' like real names.
But so on
now
draft
I'm really into
day,
it.
you admit
But on
you blew
draft
it.
day, I admit I didn't blow it because I have Walker and he's Seattle and he's really good.
Yeah.
Walker
But who'd
the
you
third,
take first?
but
Do you even remember who?
I do. It was Kirk Cousins, and here's the reason why. Hey. He was ranked high. And then also, I met him and I like him and I like Cousins barbecue, and so I was like, cool.
I mean, those are all terrible reasons.
No, I'm not kidding. I picked Andrews from the Ravens because I like Julie Andrews. I picked R. Wilson because Rita Wilson is awesome.
Okay.
This is how I picked my team at first. But now I studied up and I realized on NFL Plus you can go back and watch. If you have the premium, you can go back and watch games. Now I'm studying up.
Okay, great.
Now I know players. I was talking to Aaron backstage. I'm ready for next season.
All right, well, I think maybe next year. I think next year is where you start.
I did kill it. No, I did kill it like a couple weeks so far. Just
By the way, this
one.
really is bringing home the idea that fantasy football is different than football. If you're basically drafting people because they remind you of Julie Andrews and you're
it's just
and you're doing as well as I am.
When you don't know the people, you don't know how. I'm like, I don't know. They have a lot of points. It says, and the projections, whatever, they lie.
Yeah. You know what? We finally agree on something. The projections
are liars.
You guys, this is very exciting. Kelly Clarkson, 5th season. The Kelly Clarkson Show airs weekdays. Check your local listings. Her fantastic new album, Chemistry, is out now.